Over 600 people killed, died. $600. Sup? The woes.
Earthquakes are some of the most destructive and unpredictable natural disasters on the planet.
Them bitches scared the shit out of me. I remember one time, I'm 25, and I've only experienced an earthquake one time when I was living in Maryland. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Because I was a kid. I didn't know what the fuck was, alright. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, oh, that scared the hell out of me. I ran outside the house. And nothing major happened, but I definitely felt the earth shake. No pun intended. But I know some people out here, especially in California and other places in the world where earthquakes happen consistently, or like a lot of times, like more than once throughout the years, or throughout a year. Like, but I know people that's out here that experience earthquakes on a daily basis. That's not healthy. That's not, like, that's scary as hell. Cause nah, you got it.
With little to no warning as to when an earthquake would occur.
Oh yeah,
the massive damage.
Yeah, you get yeah. Oh, she got the right clucking idea. Like, I wonder if that helps. Am I getting it mixed up when an earthquake happens, you're supposed to be underneath a table? Or do you just get the cluck? Sorry. Because best believe, if I hear earthquake, if I feel the earth shaking, right, earthquake, I'm definitely hauling ass outside. Because I feel like you'll be more safe outside than you are inside. You know? And if that's the case, if an earthquake does happen and you're supposed to be underneath a table, that doesn't make, if you think about it, that doesn't make any clucking sense. Because what if like an earthquake, you know, a nice leveled earthquake happens and you hide underneath the table? What about the shit on top of you come crashing down like you dead? Fuck.
You can cause to buildings, cars, and roadways.
That's crazy.
Aftermath with large massive fires, and even tsunamis. Earthquakes are rightfully some of the most feared and fascinating forces.
Damn!
With cameras being as widespread as they are today, massive amounts of footage of these natural disasters has been shared around the internet. Natural disaster videos remain some of the most popular videos on YouTube, accounting for hundreds of millions of views on the site. Our morbid fascination with the most destructive events lends a sense of empathy as we come to terms with the destruction.
You got it.
We've compiled some of the most shocking and significant footage of earthquakes ever recorded.
Damn.
To show the fact that in many cases, our lives may be in the hands of a merciless earth. So here are 5 of those shocking earthquakes ever recorded.
How do I...
and be thankful that you were not part of these truly terrifying events.
Oh, shit!
Loma Prieta earthquake. On October the 17th, 1989, the Bay Area felt its most destructive earthquake since the historic 1906 San Francisco earthquake. A magnitude 6.9 earthquake centered near Loma Prieta, California.
Oh my God!
The entire Bay Area, and could be felt nearly 400 miles away in Los Angeles.
Oh shit!
An estimated 6 billion...
400 miles across, can be felt 400 miles across. Yo, what the hell? Okay, so, give me a perspective, right, of how long 400 miles is. So, you go to New York, right? Anybody that's, you know, familiar with the States, if you go to New York, right, you think about New York, and then you think about Florida. I don't know how long 400 miles. Wait. Did he say 400 miles or 400,000? Hold on. I'm hungry, so it's like I can't. My mind is like thinking about food and thinking about this, so it's like half and half. I'm not all the way here with it. I have to go back.
89. The Bay Area felt its most destructive earthquake since the historic 1906 San Francisco earthquake. A magnitude 6.9 earthquake centered near Loma Prieta, California, shook the entire Bay Area and could be felt nearly 400 miles away in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. No. I thought he said 400,000. Oh, okay. No, I'm good. Wow, I'm hungry. Okay, 400. All right, cool. I know how long that is. All right, I thought he said 400. Yo, oh my God, I can't even think about it. Like, what magnitude does an earthquake have to be felt 400,000 miles away? I don't know why I was thinking 400. I thought he legit said 400,000 miles, but it's only 400,000. I say only 400. I keep saying 400,000. Why do I keep saying that? Okay, but 400 miles. That's still like a good length. That's damn.
An estimated $6 billion in damages was done throughout the Bay Area.
Damn.
And 67 people died
Damn.
due to the destructive nature of this earthquake.
Oh my God.
What makes the Loma Prieta earthquake so intriguing is that it was the first time that such an earthquake had such immediate and live coverage.
Damn.
With security and video cameras becoming ubiquitous throughout the 80s, many shops, classrooms, and pedestrians captured live footage of the earthquakes as it happened.
Oh shit.
This was the first time in history that such a destructive earthquake was live documented in such extensive detail.
Oh shit.
Take a look at some of the footage captured by civilians on that day.
Oh shit.
Fighting with us for second place.
Woo! Oh my God. Scary as shit. Oh damn. You got it. You. I'm getting emotional again because that's what do you say? 67 people died in that earthquake. Oh my God, that's scary, yo. And here come the clucking rain. Oh, okay. That's ridiculous, yo. Like, earthquakes are one of the most scary things I have ever, earthquakes are one of the most scary things ever to me. Because I feel like they are very unpredictable. They can just happen at any given time. And when they do, you better be in a safe ass spot. Like I can't, I'm shaking right now. And I'm not even there in this video. Like, that's ridiculous. Earthquakes scare the shit out of me. Oh!
Thomas, we need to go down there and help.
No.
That is completely collapsed.
He's trapped in there. No, you're in your truck.
You heard me in the truck inside.
Truck is upside down.
Man, this is on. And just begging us to get him out. We tried everything.
So it's important to you.
Damn. Scary as shit.
Additionally, the 1989 World Series between the Oakland Athletics and San Francisco Giants was taking place at the time. Game 3 of the series was scheduled to begin at 5:35 p.m., just 30 minutes after the massive earthquake struck. This meant that millions of people across the United States were watching live in anticipation of the game, and had no idea just what kind of shocking footage they were in for. Here's a close look at the moment when the earthquake struck the bay on live television in front of millions of viewers.
And he fails to get Dave Parker at second base, so the Oakland A's take.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, we have an
Oh, shit.
Massive destruction was shown to millions of viewers who had turned in. 2 major roadway collapses occurred, including the top roadway of the Bay Bridge partially collapsing, and the Cypress Street Viaduct, a major thoroughfare in Oakland, en route to the Bay Bridge, that fully collapsed due to the earthquake. The destructive power of the earthquake was heavily visible and caused multiple people to lose their lives that evening. While the Loma Prieta earthquake may not have been the most destructive earthquake even in US history,
It seems like it.
definitely had one of the largest cultural impacts surrounding society's consciousness of earthquakes. The extensive live coverage, massive visibility.
Yo, if this earthquake, if this bitch is not number 1, what the hell is number 1? I'm kind of scared to. I feel like this shit should have been number 1. Like, if this is not number 1, I'm scared as hell to see what number 1 is. Shit.
And collection of amateur footage surrounding this earthquake fascinated and terrified many viewers. This earthquake may be in part responsible for the popularity of such compilations of footage on YouTube today. Building collapses during 2017 Mexico City earthquake.
Oh, damn.
September the 19th, 2017 was the 32nd anniversary of the massive 1985 Mexico City earthquake. A magnitude 8 earthquake which claimed over 10,000 lives and destroyed thousands of buildings around the city. On this day, the victims of this national tragedy were honoured and earthquake drills were put into effect in an effort to be prepared. Little did anyone know what a terrifying coincidence this would turn out to be, as the earth would once again rumble like it had 32 years prior. Around 1 PM that day, a massive 7.1 earthquake hit near the town of Puebla, Mexico, close to the greater Mexico City area. Frightfully similar to that day in 1985, multiple building collapses throughout the region took place. Whereas most of the footage that exists of the 1985 earthquake shows only the aftermath, these clips from 2017 show the moments in which these buildings collapsed, some just a few feet from being crushed by the rubble. Take a look.
Oh, damn! My heart goes out to everybody that lost their lives, and I got hurt.
The 2017 Puebla earthquake resulted in 370 deaths, a fortunate decline from the 1985 earthquake, but a remarkably high death toll still. 6,000 people reported injuries after the earthquake, and extensive building collapses rang up millions in property damage throughout the city. It seems almost cruel that another earthquake would occur on the same exact day as a different destructive day. Let us hope that another quake does not come along 30 years from now.
Or
2016 Ecuador earthquake. On April the 16th, 2016, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake sent severe shockwaves across the entire country. Centered near the coastal village of Muzni, this earthquake was felt throughout the entire country, and even in other nearby countries, such as Colombia and Peru. Footage of the earthquake was captured all across the country, including Ecuador's capital, Quito, and the most severe damage occurred in the Manta, Pedernales, and Portillo. The footage captured is some of the most violent and visceral of any earthquake put to film. Take a look at these clips captured from the Portillo region.
damn. That's fucking wild. Is there any way to predict an earthquake happening or like about to happen, or it just happens? Everything's just shifted.
Throughout the video clips, you can see the extent of the damages occurring both inside shops and out on the street. People are in panic, running towards the closest clear area they can get to, out of shop doors and away from cars and other falling debris. Clouds of dust and rubble can be seen shooting across the screen as the cameras shake violently during the earthquake. This earthquake left 676 people killed and over 16,000 people injured across Ecuador.
Over 600 people killed, died. $600. Okay, man. 600. $600, yo. Oh no, oh, I can't get over it. 600. Think about that. Think about the number, yo. 600, over 600 people died. And the reason I'm tearing up, getting emotional, is not only because I am very emotional as a person, but it's like, I know, I 100% know that within those 600, over 600 people, were just people that didn't deserve to die. Nobody, matter of fact, nobody deserves to die, but it's like, they did. And I know for a fact, it was kids, babies, that died that day.
Were in Portillo, where this footage was captured. These are the kinds of clips that give those who live on or near fault lines nightmares. This earthquake happened along the Nazca and South American tectonic plates, plates that are known to be extremely active, as the Nazca plate is subducting below the South American plate. This kind of subduction creates high tectonic activity, which can be especially dangerous for those who live close to these faults. All we can hope is that those who were affected by this massive earthquake were able to recover safely and effectively. Haiti Port-au-Prince earthquake.
Oh, I remember this.
January the 12th, 2010 saw one of the deadliest earthquakes in human history take place, the Haiti earthquake. This was a magnitude 7 earthquake that struck just 16 miles from the capital of Haiti, Port-au-Prince, in the middle of the day. While in magnitude, it's one of the weaker earthquakes on this list, its destructive force was magnified due to the intense poverty and poor housing conditions, as well as poor structural integrity of many buildings in Haiti. The intense earthquake, with its epicenter so close to such a densely populated city, saw massive destruction of buildings and loss of life. The death toll is unclear, but was still absolutely massive, with estimates between 100,000 and 250,000 presumed dead. So many died that many ended up buried in mass grave sites rather than through proper burial proceedings. An estimated 250,000 homes and apartments, as well as 30,000 commercial buildings, were destroyed by the earthquake, making this one of the most destructive earthquakes in all of human history. Haiti is a relatively impoverished nation, and so not much live footage was available of the earthquake from the ground when it occurred. However, the footage we do have shows just how terrifyingly powerful this earthquake was. Take a look.
It's like somebody bombed the whole shit.
No exato momento da tragédia aqui. No exato momento da tragédia. Meu Deus do céu.
Even though I'm watching this video, it's so hard for me to watch this video.
These videos display just how immensely destructive this earthquake was,
Jesus.
and how easily buildings fell due to the sheer magnitude of the quake. The streets of Port-au-Prince looked like a scene out of an apocalypse movie, with clouds of dust from the demolished buildings choking and surrounding the inhabitants on the street. Buildings toppled in mere seconds, way too little time for many to escape their unfortunate fates. Because of the magnitude of these quakes, massive relief efforts were launched to help rebuild the nation and provide aid to those who survived, but lost their homes, power, food, and fresh water. Unfortunately, many of these people are still struggling in the wake of this destructive earthquake. As of 2017, the UN estimated that over 2.5 million locals are still in need of aid, and at least 55,000 are still living in temporary encampments.
Shit!
Millions still do not have reliable access to fresh water or power. In addition, other disasters such as hurricanes and the spread of diseases such as cholera have worsened conditions and prolonged the suffering of many in the nation.
Oh!
In a day and age where our news cycle changes from second to second, it's sobering to take a step back and look at just what happens when we leave these humanitarian issues behind. Hopefully, with further intervention and a bit of luck, the citizens of Haiti can rise from this horrific tragedy. 2010 Chilean earthquake. 500 times more powerful than the Haiti earthquake was the 2010 Chilean earthquake, which took place on February the 27th, 2010. This was the 6th largest earthquake in recorded history, with a magnitude 8.8 registered on the Richter scale. Similar to the Ecuador earthquake in 2016, this quake was caused by the subduction of the Nazca Plate under the South American Plate. Chile in particular has historically had many earthquakes caused by this subduction, including the most powerful earthquake in recorded history, a magnitude 9.6 that happened in 1960 near the epicenter of the 2010 quake.
9.6.
Unlike most of the earthquakes on this list, which lasted around 20 to 30 seconds at most, the initial quake lasted for over 3 minutes. Tremors were felt up to 1,500 miles away, and just take a look at some of the intense clips.
Security footage has been released showing the moments when the 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck central Chile. It's now confirmed that at least 147 people have died. Many buildings have collapsed and several areas are without power. A state of catastrophe has been declared after what was the most destructive quake in 50 years. Countries in the Pacific Rim are on tsunami alert meantime. Warning sirens are sounding in Hawaii, while Samoa has evacuated its coast.
The massive earthquake took the lives of 525 people and damaged the homes of nearly 10% of the people living near the epicenter of the earthquake. 370,000 homes throughout the country experienced some sort of damage. Major damages and crises were averted thanks to the majority of major structures being built upon rollers that are meant to distribute the force of such massive earthquakes. Chile is an incredibly active zone for earthquakes, and a few powerful ones, such as this, have occurred in the region since. What may be most shocking of all about these quakes is how the region is able to cope with and bounce back from such terrifying forces of nature. We may be able to learn more about how to best deal with earthquakes from studying those that occur in Chile. Though mostly, it may be more wise to just stay away from these fault lines altogether. So that's 5 incredibly shocking and powerful earthquakes caught on video. Take a moment to appreciate how lucky you are if you have never had to experience anything like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I definitely experienced an earthquake, but nothing even came close to what these people felt and experienced. I don't really have much to say, but I don't know if he said it in this video, and I'm here, but I'm not here, because like half of my mind is on the fact that I'm hungry, and after this video is over, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. But then like the other half of my mind is like I'm tuned in to the video. But comment below, and again, I don't know if he said it in this video, but comment below the worst earthquake ever recorded in history. That's 1. 2, I feel like earthquakes are it's like the worst natural disasters out of all natural disasters, as far as like damage goes. But do y'all feel like earthquakes are the most, like, I can't really think right now. Do y'all feel like earthquakes are the most, I can't think of that word. The most powerful, there we go, or destructive, the natural disasters there are. 3, I don't know if this is a myth. I don't know if this is real or not. But I keep hearing and reading up and watching videos on the big one that's supposed to happen at any given time in California. Is that real? Is there like an earthquake that's like long overdue, and at any given time it's just gonna happen? It's just gonna give out? Because if that's the case, then I can just stay my ass over here on the East Coast. But because I'm not even gonna lie, like when I seen like the movie 2012, granted it was a movie, it was fake, but I don't know if like the big one is real or not. Because I don't know if y'all or anybody out there is like that's not familiar with the states here in America. But if the big one happens like in the movie 2012, if the big one happens in California, bitch, yo, in the movie, they felt that shit all the way in DC or somewhere like that. That's literally on the other side of the country. But again, this was another video of I couldn't really watch. And if you ever felt an earthquake or been in the presence or ever experienced an earthquake, let me know how your experience went. Are you okay? Did you Did you suffer from it? Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, I did definitely experience an earthquake, but it was just like, it was like a little shake, but I definitely did feel the earth shake. And think about that. I feel like earthquakes are the most powerful, dangerous natural disasters because it's literally the earth shaking. Think about how big the earth is. Think about that. It's the earth shaking. I'm gonna leave it at that. Keep it cool, keep it classy. I love you. Stay happy. My family.